Say is actually both a legal and a practical issue. I am saying, for example, why should you have a person campaigning up to a day before nominations and the Electoral Commission says you have denominated this person? Number two, the official who has nominated the person, the official of the Electoral Commission. Therefore, it is the Electoral Commission which has nominated you. And the point I'm making is that they are now abusing their power. They are abusing this authority. I don't think the powers to entertain matters by the High Court from the tribunal should deal with matters of nomination or denomination of candidates. The Electoral Commission Tribunal can handle so many other complaints. There are many complaints that go, including the ones we have put there. Every time we are beaten, every time all these things that are happening to us, we write to the Electoral Commission and complain. And the tribunal can hear those matters before they proceed to the High Court. What we are questioning is it really logical that a returning officer nominates someone here, then the case goes to the Electoral Commission, the tribunal, hears this matter and decides to overturn the decision of the returning officer a day before? Or in this case, you see how late they are delivering these decisions when people have put a lot of time, resources and all that in these campaigns and all that. So we think that once the nominating person, the returning officer, has nominated candidates, these candidates should go and campaign, and if there is somebody who says this person did not have the academic qualifications, he should go to the High Court and challenge the victory of that candidate. So that's my interpretation.
And finally, the very final one. In that decision of the Electoral Commission, it says that the contention is that the certificate was expiring in June, and the nomination, because I have spoken to National Council for Higher Education, and it says their certificate, whether you continue or you don't continue, it is 2 years. And the contention in that decision is that it expired in June. Perhaps if the nomination were in May, it would not have expired. But the issue is it expired in June, and his own certification when he went to certify, it was in June, it wasn't in October when the nomination was done. So isn't there really some reason for you to just dismiss that?
No, there is no reason, because I've told you that the issuing institution of that certificate is a university. The university says, you see, if I am the one issuing a document, then I should be the one to tell you the validity of that document. It's just clear. If it is a university which has issued a document to you, and the same university is telling you that this document is valid as long as someone enrolls. But also, you ask yourself, just imagine, ask yourself the logical sense. This man is in third year at a university. So what academic document does he have? Is it your contention that he has none? That he has no senior six that took him to university? I mean, it's very, very clear that as long as someone proceeds for further studies, it is clear then that there is a senior six that propelled him or her to go to university. I mean, that is common sense. You cannot say that someone is in third year at a university and you're asking how. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But that's why I'm saying that the very university which issued that document is here. And that is why we're saying that it is not in the place of the Electoral Commission to determine these matters. It is not up to the Electoral Commission to determine such a matter, because it does not have such powers. It is not an equating body. What the Electoral Commission should be looking at is, does someone have a valid document? Yes. If the document is valid, then if anybody has any questions about that document, they should either go to the National Council for Education or go to courts of law, or even to UNEP. But you see that the National Council says that in issuing this document, they consulted UNEP. So Byabakama has now gone against the National Council for Education, he has gone against UNEP, he has gone against St. Lawrence University, he has gone against IUIU. Who does he think he is?